So it's been a year. It's been one of the weirdest years of my life. It's went from, you know, the darkest of the dark to the brightest of the bright. And it's just been crazy in every single way. And that's why I wanted to make this video. It's just kind of like a recap on whatever the hell's gone on this year. Because I want to be able to sort of catch up and tell you guys more about, you know, how I'm doing. And it's not like, hey, funny moment. It's just, it's me talking on a more personal level. You probably don't see me talking just like this, like where it's more chill. But for those who don't know who have been with me for less than a year, this time last year, my buddy Jay and I, actually this day, I'm recording this on the 17th, the anniversary of the accident. So we got into a car accident. My buddy and I, Jay, got ran over by a pickup truck. I'll briefly run down the story real quick. So it was my friend's birthday party, and Jay got there a little bit late. So we're like, hey, do you want to just come back to mine? You know, my house is a block and a half away, or my apartment at the time. And he was like, yeah, we'll go chill. We'll just have a beer or two. We'll just watch stupid ass YouTube videos, which is normally what we end up doing because man's a memester. But it was a 4-lane, it was an intersection, and there was 4 lanes. So we waited for the green light to walk across the street. And we got to the 3rd lane over, and what ended up happening is there was a drunk driver who ran the red light. It must have been like 10 seconds after the light went red. So there's no like just missing it. He completely ran the red light and hit both Jay and I as we were walking across the zebra crossing. I flew 40 feet and went into the side of the road, and Jay flew 55 feet, and he ended up in the middle of the road. With me, the extent of my damages were my legs were swollen to oblivion. Somehow, thank God, but I didn't manage to break anything. But my spleen ruptured to oblivion. I want to say I was in hospital for just over a week, and then I wasn't able to walk for a good few months after that. I had Walker White, which you guys know if you follow me on Twitter and whatnot. And then Jay, sadly, he came off a little bit worse. Jay ended up being in a 3-week coma. He had broken both of his legs in multiple different places, compound fractures where the bone sticks out of his leg, broken ribs, skull fracture. The man went through like 6 different surgeries. And being a part of the accident and then managing to go see him after I got cleared from hospital and seeing him still in a coma is one of the toughest things I've ever had to experience in my life. If you've been through an accident like this, you understand that it's not just, you know, a physical thing. It's also very mental, it's mentally draining, it's very emotional. Seeing him like that and realizing that I was in the same accident as him, it's overwhelming. Very overwhelming. But seeing him how he is now, if you guys don't follow him on Twitter or Twitch, he streams like every other day. Leave a link in the description, go follow him. He's an incredible, incredible dude. But he's back to being Jay, which is a miracle, you know? He's back to being a stupid, goofy self. I understand he's still having a little bit of trouble with walking and whatnot. He's off crutches. I know he told me that his hips are just a little bit weak, so he's still hobbling around a little bit, but he's expected to make a full recovery. And that in itself is a miracle. It's straight up. I mean, if we're being 100% realistic, I don't really like saying this, but there's a big chance that Jay and I probably shouldn't be here. Not that we shouldn't be here, you know, whether you believe in God or not, I don't know, maybe I have something planned on this earth that I don't know yet, you know? And that's exactly what I told Jay, because it's like I said before, it's mentally exhausting. So it's a lot of, why did I survive this? Why did I get away, you know, still able to make a full recovery, and that kind of goes through your head. So I don't know what's in store for me, but something's in store for me. Jay, as of right now, he went back to Boston. He's living over with his family. He's hanging out with his friends over there. Don't blame him. Honestly, the day it happened, my parents flew over from Northern Ireland straight over to LA and spent 2 weeks in LA with me. So my parents are amazing. And Jay's dad actually went over and stayed a month and a half in LA. He flew the whole way over and stayed a month and a half in LA. Not even staying in a hotel or anything, staying by his bedside in his hospital. Jay's dad, Jose, you are incredible. You're an incredible human if you ever get the chance to watch this. And it's an absolute honor and absolute pleasure meeting you. So since then, I mean, it went from Jay, obviously we raised a lot of money for him, which is why my hair is kind of still silvery now, because the plan was Jay needed help with his hospital bills. So we raised $80,000, like us, as a community. The lads, we raised $80,000 for him to help pay off the rest of his bills, because he needed help paying for rehab, and rehab was 3 weeks long. He had to stay over there. He was in hospital for a total of 7 weeks, I'm pretty sure. So the fact that we all came together and did that is incredible, and it's a credit to yourself. I have some more charity stuff planned later on this year. I can't really say as of right now, but I'm excited to tell you later on in the year. But I told the incentive that if we hit $60,000, I'll dye my hair blue. Because that was the color Jay wanted, and I just kind of kept it there since then. But you go the whole way from the accident, and you look forward to everything else that's happened in the year. As of right now, I think I'm 7 million views off 1 billion views, which is nuts. We have a lot more people coming in, tuning in. You guys really seem to still enjoy the videos, which is incredible. And thank you so much for tuning in, you know, day after day and watching my goofy ass self live my weird ass little life. You go forth and you look at the Camp 17 that we did. For those who don't know about Camp 17, it was a summer camp that we did where I was the host of the summer camp and 150 of my fans came along and we hung out for a few days. You know, archery, we had those Q&A sessions, playing video games, making video games. And it was one of the most surreal experiences. I'm gonna show you a little clip that I have from Camp 17, which is standout. It was me walking over to the massive, like it was like a little jetty, and we were walking over, not really a jetty, but still. And they had this like wooden tent type dealio, or you walked inside. I remember walking over there and just hearing the chants of mini lados walking over is something that I'm never gonna forget.
What happened to get to this point?
So you go from that to Insomnia, where I had my first booth, which I'm gonna have another one at Insomnia, which is a side note. I'll leave a link in the description to tickets to I-62, where I'm gonna have my own booth. With Brian and Tom, use mini I-62 for money off and stuff. But regardless, I had my first booth out there. That was an overwhelming success. You know, 7-8 hours straight signing posters and taking selfies and getting to meet you guys on a more personal level is really what makes my job the best job in the world. It's not necessarily about, you know, being able to stay home and, you know, oh, you're gonna play video games and blah, blah, blah. It's a very, very difficult job. I know people are like, oh, you just sit in front of a camera and play video games. The whole behind the scenes that you guys don't even see, it's stressful. You never get a day off. You never get a time off. Things are happening all the time. But I love it. Absolutely love it. And being able to see you guys in person and you telling me face to face how I've affected you, you know, how I've saved you from depression, how I've helped out with your mom and dad splitting up or like family loss or anything to do with that, bullying, whatever. The stories you guys have told me in person makes my job 100% worth it. And it's an honor. Because back before I did the whole YouTube thing, it's what I used to do back in like 2009, 2010, before I had the Mini-Lad channel. I had a channel before this, but I didn't really care too much about it. And I used to sit down and watch YouTubers, and that was my escape from school. So the fact that I can, you know, give that back, the feeling that I gain from YouTubers, I can give that back to other people and kind of reciprocate it in a sense, is phenomenal. And my life really doesn't make sense. But I love you guys so much for just being able to make this possible. You go forward later in the year and you look at the whole stadium thing. The stadium thing, I don't know. Craig Thompson Stadium over in Northern Ireland is beyond silly. The idea was we want to try and, you know, promote youth coming together, make it get more youth in playing rugby, you know, get the community together, because it is a very tight-knit community where I live. And even if you didn't have a love of rugby, we want to try and do, you know, bring people together who watch my videos and say, hey, you know, if Craig Thompson, if Mini-Lad likes this, then maybe I can go ahead and, you know, meet new people and whatnot. And it's already so far has been so beneficial. And it's been absolutely phenomenal. People coming up to me who have never met me before saying like, thank you for what you're doing for the community. Thank you for everything that you've done in and around this scene. It's made it all worth it, regardless of the name. The name is cool, yes, but the actual impact it has on people growing up, because where I grew up, you know, there's still a lot of sectarianism. It's a lot of, you know, Northern Ireland, Southern Ireland, you know, all that kind of bullshit. It's straight bullshit. I'm not gonna get into it because politics, but it can be a very grim place to grow up. So me coming out of there and being able to give people hope is my biggest, it's the biggest honor for me. You've got all that, and of course, never mind anything else, is Sammy. I know she's downstairs and she might even be listening to this, but she is one of the best things, if not the best thing that's ever happened to me. The reason that we met is actually because of the accident, which is crazy to me. So the reason we met is Jay was already friends with her beforehand, and whenever we were both lying in hospital, I didn't know about her at all. She didn't know about me, but she followed me on Twitter just to keep up to date with what was going on, because she's like, oh, like someone in the community got really banged up. I want to make sure that they're okay and whatnot. So she followed me after that, and Jay was like, yo, I feel like you and Minnie would get along really well. And then Jay retweeted one of her live streams, and I never go in to someone's live stream. It's just Jay never retweets anyone's streams normally. So I was like, you know what, sure, I'll go in and say hi. And Jay was in there and I said hi, and she was like, oh my god, I know you from the accident. So after that, we both kind of got talking. Go forward, what, 9 months from that, and now we live together. Absolutely crazy. Things have gone so well. We both understand each other perfectly. We just get it, which is kind of what you need in a relationship. You know, you need someone who's able to back you up. You need someone who's going to motivate you, push you forward for you to do the things that you want to do. And she's an absolute blessing, and I love her to absolute pieces. And then you got Mochi, who's the most recent addition to our family. I want to make more videos with her so much, but I'm going to let her grow up a little bit more before doing anything like that. There's just so many ups and downs, you know, coming from the worst of the worst and then excelling up to the best mental attitude that I've ever been in is the strangest thing all in a year. And this year, I've got so many things planned. Like I said earlier, even about the whole charity stuff, I've got that planned, which I can't talk to you about, but it's really cool. Lots of different things. I wish I could tell you a lot of them. I can't, but when I do find out, I'll definitely tell you, because I'm gonna try and make this year my year. I'm gonna try and rock it. I'm gonna try and kill it. I'm gonna try and do the things that I want to do. And doing things like this where I just get to talk to you on a more personal level is the things that I want to do. Because instead of you seeing like, oh, Mini Lad, the crazy funny guy, this is Craig. Mini Lad, even though it is me, it's a very energetic me. You know, it's me playing video games, which no matter when I play video games, I love it. I excel off it. I thrive off it. And I get really excited, and that's just who you see. Whilst this is, you know, me. This is Craig. This is like tearing back everything. I didn't want to keep this, you know, 20, 30 minutes or whatever, but I just really want to say thank you for an amazing year. I was going to do one a new year, kind of like backing up the entire year, or sort of looking through the entire year of last year, I guess, but I wanted to wait till today because I feel like from what this is kind of like a start, you know, like the accident happened, it was a reset button, you know. I went forward from there and I pushed myself. Even look at the house, you know, I got the house this year. Shit, that's another thing. Oh my god, this has all been the last year. Oh my god. I'm not gonna try and get overwhelmed, but you guys have seriously made this all possible. So many of you guys, there's millions of people around the world who were looking out for me and making sure I was okay, which is insane. The fact that me, you know, something happening to me was worldwide news is ridiculous. But thank you everyone for sticking by me. Thank you everyone for, you know, still tuning into my stuff. I'm coming up to 7 years on YouTube. There's a helicopter here. I'm coming up to 7 years on YouTube now, on just this Mini Lad channel. So those who've been around for a while, God bless you. Thank you for still tuning in after all this time. People who maybe this is your first ever video of mine and you've watched through this far, welcome. You know, it's good to have you. There's ways to engage in this community, whether it be through Discord, through Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, streams, you know, anything. Just like the reason why I did the rugby stadium, you know, there's people here who come together for liking my videos, which is the weirdest thing. But if it's a way to make friends, people who watch my videos and have said, hey, because we found each other from watching your videos, we're now getting married, and people have invited me out to their weddings and things like that, which is crazy. But I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you everyone for an amazing year. I say for a year from February 17th of last year to now. It's been overwhelming. It's been crazy. You guys have stuck by me every single step of the way. I know you're gonna stick with me here on out into the future for all the crazy projects that I've got coming up. A lot more stuff where I get to hang out with you guys in person as well. Lots of cool stuff. You know, I'm getting back into music now, so hopefully in a year or two or whatever, I'm gonna start releasing music. For those who don't know, I did music production at university for 2 weeks, I know, but it was my original plan in life was to make music for commercials and movies, and that was my original plan in life. So hopefully I can get back into that, I can release some stuff for you guys, a lot more, so much stuff. Oh my god, I'm gonna start rambling, I'm sorry, but thank you. Seriously. It's been overwhelming. So like I said, thank you all again. I've been rambling the last few minutes. I'm saying goodbye. I'll leave you now. I'll let you go and enjoy your day or your night or whatever. But thank you all again. I love you. Here on to the future. If you do want to follow me up on anything, all links are in the description to all of my social medias. And yeah, just, I love you. Thank you for everything. So have a good day. Take it easy. I'll see you in a video for tomorrow, hopefully.
Hey, did you hear? People have no fears. Let's get one thing clear. So hooray and cheer. Hey, did you hear? People have no fears. Let's get one thing clear. So hooray and cheer.